murder that occurred in my office. The return of the great thief Yatagasaru. Thinking back, everything began on that fateful day 2 days ago. Yes, everything began high up in the air, 9,000 feet in the air to be precise. Thank you for flying Go U Airlines. We are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. We are asking all passengers to please return to their seats and fasten their seatbelts. Why do I feel like I just woke up from a horrible nightmare? 6:13, huh? Guess I was out cold for about 10 minutes. Slight turbulence indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, we are currently experiencing some slight turbulence. For your safety, we ask that you return to your seats and fasten your seatbelts. I suppose turbulence is to be expected on a flight. Admittedly, I'm less than comfortable with anything resembling earthquakes. What's this? A travel wallet? But it's not mine. How did someone else's travel wallet wind up in my pocket? Oh, my head. Why won't this headache go away? I'll take care of this travel wallet later. I'll hand it off to an attendant. I feel like turbulence to an elevator. What am I doing hesitating like this? Actually, I know full well why I hesitate. It was when I was still but a young child. I was caught in a murder that happened in an elevator. How long am I going to let my past haunt me? It's just an elevator. I'm a grown man now. I need to behave like one. What the? What in the world happened? Is there something wrong, sir? I must ask that you please return to your He's dead! Please calm down. We mustn't jump to conclusions without all the facts. What's wrong? Did something just happen? You murderer! No! You have it all wrong. It wasn't me! Everyone, I'm sorry to interrupt, but I have an important announcement. I'm one of your flight attendants today, Wanda Taniro. Unfortunately, we have just had a minor accident on this flight. An accident? Don't treat us like we're stupid. I got a glimpse and it was a murder. What? Murder? What's going on with this flight? Everyone, please calm down. There's no reason to panic. This flight will stay on course and makes its scheduled landing. We are still currently in the middle of a rough patch of turbulence. So until we are out of this area of turbulence, I ask that you please remain seated. Someone was killed, right? I mean, what about the killer? Let me off! Please, there's no need to feel threatened. We have already apprehended the culprit. I ask that everyone please remain calm. What the heck is he talking about? Why should we remain calm? My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor, and I assure you I am not the killer. Being a prosecutor doesn't make you incapable of murder, buddy. Now you listen here. I am not the killer. I simply found the body. So you say, however, I'm sure that you are the perpetrator of this crime. I saw my honor as a professional flight attendant. Oh, is that right? I know what I saw. And there's even very strong incriminating evidence to back me up. What kind of incriminating evidence is he talking about? I've already alerted the proper authorities at our destination. Until we land, you will remain in our custody by the powers vested in our captain. I'm very sorry, but please understand our situation. Your situation? I'm more concerned with mine and the direction it's going in. I'm about to sit idly by while I get accused of murder. Miss Gennaro, is it? Yes? I was wondering if you might give me a chance. A chance to do what? A chance to plead my case. A chance to ask what you meant by incriminating evidence. To accuse a passenger of such a grave crime without allowing him to give a proper defense. Can the professional flight attendant inside of you really call this accident righteous? You have a point. Very well. I'll listen to what you have to say. Be wary of what you reveal. I'm afraid you're only looking more suspicious if your explanation fails to satisfy. I also do not have the time to deal with you all day, so please make it quick. Of course. As you wish. Good. Very well then. Let's get started. I know for a fact I didn't kill that man in the elevator. What I don't know is what sort of evidence he has up his sleeve. But I'm certain it doesn't fit with how the crime really occurred. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I am certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you, standing there with fresh blood dripping off of the mortar weapon. So if you would please cooperate, we'll turn you over just as soon as we land. That's it? That's your evidence? I don't think you could ask for a more perfect witness testimony. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Edgeworth? Not really. It's hardly perfect when there's a gaping hole in it. I swear to tell the whole truth as a professional flight attendant. Unfortunately for you, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm certain you are the killer. The scene I saw in front of the elevator. It was you, standing there with fresh blood dripping off the mortar weapon.
Objection!
Miss Gennaro! What is with the yelling all of a sudden? Force of habit. Well, it doesn't matter. Miss Gennaro, you say you saw the mortar weapon dripping with blood. Is that correct? Yes! Oh, that blood. Drip, drip, drip. Just recalling that scene sends a chill down my spine. Sorry, but your so-called professional flight attendant training has failed you. What? I'd like to direct your attention to this. You know what this is? It's a travel wallet, right? But it looks a little big and bulky. The thing you saw me holding when I discovered the dead body in the elevator was this very travel wallet, Mrs. Gennaro. What? Impossible! Now then, do you still think I am the killer? I killed him with a travel wallet? But I saw blood dripping from the wallet. I know I did. As you can see, this wallet is clearly stained. But if you would be so kind as to take a whiff, I think you'd agree it's only grape juice. Ten. That's right. You mistook grape juice for blood. The motor weapon dripping with blood does not, in fact, exist. No! There. That should clear up that pesky accusation. Hold it! Wait just a second. That is... I mean, even a wallet could be deadly if it was wrapped around something heavy. I demand that you show me what's inside. Please! She's trembling. And tacked on please at the end. Sounds like I've got her. There's no need to look inside. Even you can tell from its appearance that it's light. No! I can't be sure of anything until I see the contents of that wallet for myself. She's a persistent one. I suppose we have no choice but to see what's inside. Mr. Nero, if you would be so kind as to open the wallet and check its contents for me. Alright. Please don't pry into passengers' belongings, but we have no choice here. Seems like this passport is all that's in there. As you saw, there's nothing but a passport inside. This one is your wallet. Was the motor weapon argument moot? Wouldn't you agree? Hold it! Please, help me out, Mr. Edgeworth. What is it now? Well, I was wondering, whose passport is it exactly? Can I take a look? Why not? I'm rather curious myself. This is as I thought. This travel wallet belonged to Mr. Ackby Hicks, which makes it the victim's property. You stole the victim's wallet? Didn't you? How dare you! You said it yourself. You claimed to be holding this wallet in your hands when I found you. Perhaps I did misconstrue your wallet for the motor weapon, but it seems that I wasn't wrong about who the culprit is. As you claimed, the motor weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you? So even though I didn't have the motor weapon on me, you still suspect me. I see. You stood up at the crime scene with the victim's wallet in your hands. How can I turn a blind eye and not suspect you of foul play? As you claimed, the motor weapon is not the travel wallet. However, it is something you stole from Mr. Hicks after you were done with the vile deed. I find it hard to believe myself, but your motive was very simple. You were out to steal Mr. Hicks' money, weren't you?
Objection!
I wonder if I might get a warning, Miss Tenero. What is it now? Miss Tenero, I wonder if you noticed the contradiction within your own testimony. What are you talking about? It's simply impossible that the motive for this murder was monetary theft. One glance at the crime scene should have told you that. But the scene will prove that the motive for the murder was not money.
Take that!
I may direct your attention to the things strewn all over the floor. Huh? That's right. The floor is covered in bills and coinage. By your rationale, these were the very things the killer was after. I think we can assume that the wallet fell during the victim's struggle with the killer. I would think that the killer would have noticed something like money scattering everywhere. Furthermore, as you can see, there was no effort made by the killer to gather the money. But the wallet!
Objection!
Yes, the wallet. You will also recall that the only thing in it was Mr. Hicks's passport. You are really insisting that it was a crime based on greed. And you claim that it was all for an empty travel wallet? Forgive me! Please! Hey, what the heck? Are you saying the attendant's wrong? So that guy isn't the killer? Don't believe it, everyone. It's a trick! Will you all please be quiet? Miss Tenero. Yes? You lost your cool when you saw the dead body. Plus, the lounge was dark and looking into the light from the elevator. It's easy to see how you mistook the wallet in my hand for the murder weapon. I take no offense that you thought that I was the killer. Mr. Edgeworth. Thank you for releasing me. I leave fish, human crouching, scissors, another leaf, arrow, person running, electricity, punching, kneeling. Don't even know what that is, exclamation point. What is it now? I'm not repeating it. Oh, but there's now a goat in there. And a bud. Mr. Nero, if you could please translate, I'd be much obliged. It sounds like Bulgarian, but I don't understand any of it. There's another attendant on this flight who I said that he is giving the Turnabout. I don't require an interpreter. I speak English just well, see? You, the attendant! Yes, sir? I want this person to be under the arrest until we arrive at the airport. Sorry, sir. What exactly are you hoping for? What is it you want? I'm finished talking to the likes of you. Please, I would like to hear why you would like me to be held under arrest until we land. You? How dare you try to waste my time? You are the one who stuck your nose into my affairs! I wanted to spend even at least one more second with my precious art. I have no time for other things. I know what you are. I see through you. Insolvent. Yes, I am pretty sure that's how you say it in English. I hope I'm not monetarily bankrupt, but I don't think that's what you meant. I'm sorry, but I don't think I caught your name. I am Zinkleberg the Second. I'm a very wealthy man in the Bulgaria. I am not an ordinary rich man. I am an art dealer, a rich seller of beauty. Mr. Lavalin, what did you mean just now? Pardon? When you said that Mr. Edgeworth was giving me the Turnabout? I have to explain? Unbelievable. I'll just say it once and only once. I do not have even a second to waste. Time is money, as they say. Yes, and yet you continue to blather on. I saw it. Yes, I did. I saw the victim go onto the elevator, going down to the lounge. It was exactly at 6 o'clock. And what's the significance of that time? At 6 o'clock, he says. But wait, you saw him at 6? What's the matter, Mr. Edgeworth? He understands, I see. Miss Attendant, what time did you discover the body? It was a little after that patch of turbulence, so I would say around 6:15. Ah! Hicks was his name, was it? Then I say that man Hicks was killed in the 15-minute time span. And the only person in the lounge at that time was the prosecutor, yes? Yeah, I was in my seat the whole time. Me too. I was watching the movie and enjoying a fine glass of grape juice. I'm still eating. I haven't finished eating. See? The only other passengers have an alibi, so you have no problem with them, I suppose. No complaint, I see. Not a single word against this delight. I have no way of discounting what you have put forth at this point, but it wasn't me. Oh, so you say, but do you have what they say, the evidence? Mr. Edgeworth, are you really the culprit after all? Mr. Labalik, I suppose you are quite certain in what you saw, enough to give testimony? Of course! I was looking at that man the whole time! He was playing with that annoying little small machine the whole time. Machine? Yes, that's what you people call it in English, yes? It was making me crazy with the click, click, click. The description, it sounds like some sort of small computer. I believe what Mr. Labalik is talking about is a cell phone. I have to say that I did see him playing with it quite a bit myself. A simple cell phone? A laptop or organizer I can see, but that's kind of low budget. I hate that noisy little machine in his hand. Not a fragment of beauty. All it produces is ugly sounds. Anyway, I know what I saw. Miss Tenero. Yes? I was wondering if I might be granted permission to examine the crime scene. What? What to examine the crime scene? If you would grant me a little measure of time, I'm sure I can produce the real culprit. I don't like the sound of that. Fox in the duck pen. Yes, I think this is how you say it in English. It's Fox got in the hen house, and I believe my innocence was proven earlier. And if I'm given the chance, I can clear up all the remaining doubts. Miss Tenero, if you wait until we arrive, there's a good chance that some evidence will have been destroyed by then. I understand. Let me see what the captain has to say. This should not be improved! Please, Miss Labalik, in an emergency, all decisions are to be made by the captain alone. Now please wait here while I go ask the captain what to do. I'll be right back. You are not planning to release evidence when you are doing your investigation, yes? Of course not. Ha! We will see. Mr. Edgeworth, you have the captain's permission to investigate the crime scene. What? Unbelievable! I'm in your debt, Mr. Tenero. However, there's one condition. I'm to supervise you. Can you agree to that? Of course, I see no problem with that stipulation. It's only natural, as I'm still a suspect in this case. I take full responsibility and will watch Mr. Edgeworth's every move. I hope this is reassurance enough that there will be no foul play. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, shall we proceed? If you should need my help with anything, please feel free to talk to me. It's time to head to the scene of the crime, the first floor lounge. I want to thank you for your help back there, Miss Tenero. It was nothing. You should thank the captain for granting you this permission. And just so everything is perfectly clear, I still don't trust you. Your standing with me hasn't changed one iota. I see. I will bear that in mind. I received an order from the captain earlier. He wanted you to know that. We reserve the right to stop you from investigation if we feel you are not making progress. And when we do, he asks that you please return to your seat at that time. So my time runs out at his and his crew's discretion, does it? I have to find a way to discredit Mr. Labalik's testimony before time's up. I understand. By the way, is there any place you can think of where the killer might hide on board? I don't think so. After every first-class passenger was accounted for at his or her seat, we made a thorough search of the plane. As for business and economy class, no one can move between those two classes and first class without a staff keycard. And we found no record of a keycard being used at all. Which means I have a first-class killer on my hands. At least I know that much for sure. And one other thing. No one else has been allowed near this crime scene since the murder was discovered either. Now then, let's get started. But where should we start from? Let's start with Mr. Lambalik's statements. The crime occurred between 6 a.m. and 6:15 a.m. During that interval, the only person in that lounge was myself, which would make me the prime suspect. However, since I did not kill Mr. Hicks, it means that the killer was around somewhere. If you are to believe what you say is true, then yes. The first order of business will be to gather information to win your trust. What floors is this elevator service? Only the first and second, although it can also go down to the cargo hold. However, that requires a flight crew keycard. So the only floors accessible to passengers are the first and second, huh? I won't waste time exploring every suspicious looking nook and cranny. What is this sinister looking figure on the floor here? Oh, that's a piggy bank of our company mascot, Captain Ugo. It's just one of the many pieces of merchandise we sell at our in-flight shop. This bank is a limited edition and is so popular that we're down to our last one. You have an in-flight shop? Yes, it's just beyond the lounge to the right. The shutter to the store is closed at the moment. It was open the whole flight up until Mrs. Hicks' body was discovered. There's blood on here. Could this have been the murder weapon? I doubt anyone was expected to find a dead body in an elevator on this flight. So Mr. Hicks, he's really dead? Yes. She's troubling, though I can't fault her for that. When there's a corpse right there. Mr. Hicks, if you're really dead, then please answer yes. I see she's a little bit trembling now, although a new symptom seems to have appeared. Anyway, I should focus on the victim body. Let's see. There's blood on the back of Mr. Hicks' head. Could this be the cause of death? He appears to have been struck very hard. His glasses are broken. Spilled grape juice in front of the elevator. I assume it was spilled during the turbulence. Oh, we must clean it up or someone might get hurt. Aha! What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? I found some very important evidence. What is the important piece of evidence in this scene? What is it? They're a little smudged, but I think we can both agree they are sets of footprints. So you think... Yes, these belong to our killer. Oh, maybe we should check the shoe sizes of everyone in first class. I don't think that would be of any help to us. Unfortunately, the prints are too smudged, which will make it hard to get a definitive match. Oh, I see. There's something sticking out of his pocket. Don't mind if I take a look at what's inside. It's a picture. Looks like it was taken inside a building somewhere. Lanyard. Something's missing from this picture. If I could just put my finger on it. Is this not somehow connected to any of the evidences I hold? Eureka! Mr. Hicks's machine is nowhere to be found. His machine? His cell phone, Mrs. Tenero. So I guess because it's not here, yes, I think we can safely deduce that the killer took it. Anyone else in the lounge other than myself right before the turbulence. If the killer was in the elevator along with the victim, then there's a different story. A statue of blood on it lying next to the body of a man who was beaten to death. Oh, Mr. Edgeworth, I think I figured something out. Yes? What is it? The way the blood is on this, it looks like it matches up with the wound on his head. Oh, truly deserving of the master of the obvious title. Well, what do you think, Mr. Edgeworth? Don't you think there's worth investigating? It would appear that this figurine is our murder weapon. Oh, I just knew it! I mean, I can't think of any other connection. Perhaps mass observation would be more oblivious, would be more befitting. I have it! I'm sorry, but I don't understand, Mr. Edgeworth. I can prove that someone other than myself was here around the time of the murder. What? Really? Yes, it's rather simple, actually. The proof is in the pudding, or rather, the grape juice in this case. These footprints here confess to me this very fact. That someone exited the elevator alive. Seeing as how the victim is dead, that would mean a second person. But couldn't the footprints be from Mr. Hicks himself? But if you take a look at our victim's shoes, you can see the soles are spotless. Which means... Mr. Hicks wasn't alone in the elevator. In fact, it's quite the opposite. There was actually one other person inside the elevator.